Have you ever seen the movie Mystery Men? It's one of my favorite movies. It's an absolutely brilliant piece of parody. And when I was looking over the February and March list, I saw that one of the things that I was to talk about was blue, the color. And one of the characters in Mystery Men is the Blue Raja. The Blue Raja is the master of cutlery. He throws forks and spoons. At one point, I believe the shoveler, perhaps Mr. Furious, but I think it's the shoveler, says to him, maybe you could get a knife worked in there? He never throws a knife. What, you've never seen Mystery Men? You don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, I don't know how everybody missed this movie. It was amazing. So it was about a group of men, 3 men specifically. Well, no, back it up a little. It was about one guy. I can't think of his name, but he doesn't really have any superpowers, but he's a superhero, and he successfully arrests all of the supervillains. And he's a lawyer by day, so he goes in and gets one of the supervillains out of jail. As things go, he gets captured, has to be rescued by 3 less good superheroes, we shall say. They are the Blue Raja, the master of cutlery, the shoveler. God has given me a gift. I shovel, and I shovel well. And Mr. Furious. I get really angry. Mr. Furious is kind of the leader of the band. Leader of the pack. And these 3 superheroes go out and recruit some other superheroes, including a boy whose name I cannot remember and did not look up, who his power is, he might just be called the Invisible Boy, but his power is to turn invisible, but he can only do it when nobody's looking at him. If you look at him, he's not invisible anymore. And the bowler, who has a bowling ball that he rolls at people and throws at people, and said bowling ball contains the spirit of her dead father. I swear I'm not making this up. I can't make stuff like this up. Oh. And the spleen, played by Paul Rubens, played by Pee Wee Herman. His power is that he has terrible gas. He needs to eat less dairy if he's anything like me. I might edit that out, but probably not. Anyway, I saw this movie for the first time probably 11 or 12 years ago. I know it was back when I was in college, and losing my train of thought. Oh, I was always like, man, it would be awesome to live in a city with real superheroes like that. You know, people who don't have any powers, but just go out and fight crime. You know, for the good of humanity. And then, almost 5 years ago, it'll be 5 years next month actually, I moved to Seattle. And here in Seattle, we have something very interesting. It's called the Rain City Superheroes. They are led by a man named Phoenix Jones. Let's talk about Phoenix Jones for a little bit. Phoenix Jones used to be an MMA fighter. He fought under the name Fear the Flat Top. His professional record was 4-0-0, so he's a pretty tough dude. A couple years back, Phoenix Jones' car got broken into. Somebody took a ski mask, put a rock in it, smashed his window with it. Phoenix Jones discovered this when he went to go somewhere, and his son tripped and fell into the broken glass and cut himself. And then he's like, dude, somebody broke into my car. And he calls the police, and they find like a ton of witnesses. Like a bunch of people saw somebody breaking into the car, and nobody like did anything to stop the guy or even called the police. And this obviously made him very angry. And as an inspiration, Ben Fodor, I don't know how to say his name, but kept the hat in his glove box. Shortly thereafter, he saw a guy getting assaulted, and nobody was doing anything to stop it, so he quickly grabbed the ski mask out of his glove compartment, put it on, and went and fought the guy that was beating the other guy up, saved the dude. And he's like, dude, this isn't cool. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go fight crime. And he got a super suit that's got like a bulletproof vest and stab plating. He has been shot and stabbed, so that's worked out pretty well for him that he has all those things. Nobody knew who he was until October 13th, 2011, when he was called to testify in court. He showed up in his full costume, and they told him he had to take his mask off. Here is a quote that he gave to MSNBC on that very same day. I will continue to patrol with my team, probably tonight. In addition to being Phoenix Jones, I am also Ben Fedor, father and brother. I am just like everybody else. The only difference is that I try to stop crime in my neighborhood and everywhere else. I think I have to look toward the future and see what I can do to help the city. And I mean, okay, the whole thing's kind of cheesy, but I actually have a lot of respect for the dude. He's kind of awesome in that. By the way, I'll post a link to an interview with Phoenix Jones and a video that I have to give you some warning about. It's got a ton of profanity in it and some racial slurs toward the end. I'll post that one right here. It's Phoenix Jones and a couple of other members of the Rain City Superheroes confronting some guys in the U District. And long story short, Washington is a mutual combat state, which means that if you and I get angry at each other on the street and in front of witnesses, we verbally agree to fight under certain conditions, we are allowed to. And under those conditions, Phoenix Jones and a very large, loud gentleman get into a fight in front of the police. So speaking of the Rain City Superheroes, they are Phoenix Jones' band of superheroes. According to the police, the official list is Thorn, Buster Doe, Green Reaper, the Mantis, Gemini, No Name, Catastrophe, Thunder 88, and Penelope, along with Phoenix Jones. Also identifying with the Rain City superheroes, according to Wikipedia, are Red Dragon, Midnight Jack, Karma, Skyman, El Caballero, and Purple Rain, who is Phoenix Jones' wife. Also in that video of Phoenix fighting is Westlake Drake, who I believe is a member of the Rain City superheroes, but he's not listed on Wikipedia. So anyway, as we all know, every good superhero needs a supervillain. Enter Rex Velvet, one of the most awesome video makers ever. Check out his video right here. Rex Velvet doesn't really do anything except make videos. I mean, he leads the Social Villains Alliance, but what does the Social Villains Alliance do again? I mean, it taunts Phoenix Jones during radio interviews, but that's about it. And, yeah, Phoenix Jones is, or Rex Velvet is kind of like the Joker. Rex Velvet is to Phoenix Jones as the Joker is to Batman. And, just like there were other villains who would love to work with the Joker, Phoenix Jones. I keep saying Phoenix Jones. Rex Velvet has his Morrison's Prophecy. Alright. So I hope that you learned a thing or two about superheroes and supervillains, and maybe are inspired to go out and fight some crime. Make sure you have a bulletproof vest, and that you know the laws in your state regarding mutual combat and assault and citizen's arrest if you do so. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. Comment, tell me about your favorite superhero. Share this video with your friends. Like this video. And are there real life superheroes in your town? They're popping up a lot of places. I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Or maybe even a response video. Alright, cool. See you next time.